Hello. Oh, hi. There we go. Ah, sorry about that. His mic wasn't muted. It's an issue I've got with the audio interface that keeps turning itself off. This is lovely music. I'm glad you're enjoying music. You'll have to let me know now you can hear me. Is the music still too loud? Yeah. There we go. But I hope you're doing well. I was just explaining that I'm just not in the mood for a game this afternoon, and I've been trying to get this project done in spare minutes here and there, and it's just not happening. So I could just do with working on it for a little bit. So I thought, kill two birds with one stone, and we'll work on it. So it isn't a game; it's Blender. It's a 3D modeling software, and I'm working on a project in it for a 3D printing project for our second channel, Geek Print. Which if you aren't subscribed to, you should be subscribed to. If you like the idea of 3D printing vlogs from me, I'll get a link for you. Oh, hold on. There we go. There we go. So this is where this is going to go. So basically, it's my first sort of proper project where I'm printing something that I've designed myself, and I'm making a Harry Potter style sort of diagonally themed book nook. Now, if you don't know, a book nook is about the size of a book, little diorama that you can slide into a bookshelf, and it sort of sits in between books and just makes the bookshelf look pretty. So that's what it is. So this first piece here is this is the shape and size of the whole thing, basically. So this sort of sits and wedges in between books, like so. So this first piece here is based loosely on Ollivander's. Now, I've purposefully kept it generic enough that it isn't obviously Harry Potter, because I want to kind of sell the file. What do I use to get your music? This is I've just googled YouTube electro swing playlist. I'm just playing it in the background. If I'm doing something proper that's being monetized, I used Epidemic Sound. So yeah, Epidemic Sound is where I use most of my music from, but this is just a YouTube playlist that I've got put on here. You're a wizard, Harry. Indeed. So this first piece has actually been printed. So let me just cover everything else up for a second so you can see. There we go. So that was the first piece. And this has come out, so you can sort of see. Oh, let me hold it the same. There you go. That's what that looks like. I'll bring it up big. Whoop, there you go. So the first piece is done, and it's looking pretty good. So I'm happy with that. So that was sort of like a test run, really. Like, if that come out and was successful, then I would start modeling the rest. And luckily, this has come out pretty well. The only problem I have with it is the knocker, the door knocker. You probably aren't going to get a focus on that. It's really small. Oh, it did focus then. It's really small. So the one that you're looking at here on the screen, excuse me, that one, is actually been blown up bigger for other people who do it. So that's that, basically. That's part one. So part one is done and printed, so I've got that. And then part two is based loosely on Flourish and Bots. Flourish and Bots. I don't really know the stores that well. Nicola's the Harry Potter nerd in this family. I don't mind the movies, but that's about it. So Flourish and Bots is the same sort of thing, basically, but this one's a bit more sort of wooden and square in comparison to Ollivander's, that is which is like copper windows and rounded. So those are the two anyway, and then we've also got to do a third building here. So that's going to be a third store there, and then we've got to do this is going to be an archway that I'm going to place a small mirror behind, so that as you look at it, it'll look like the street's carrying on down. But it's actually going to be a mirror of the other stores, right? Flourish and Blots. Thank you, Fitzy. So this is going to be, we're going to cut out an archway, and then behind that I'm going to get a small sort of compact makeup mirror behind it, so that as you look into it, the angle should just be right. I've kind of done some rough back of the napkin maths, so that as you look down it, it'll look like the street carries on down down through the archway, which is quite exciting. And then the last piece we've got to do, there's 5 pieces altogether, and the last piece is the base. So that's basically going to be cobblestones, some grates, that kind of thing. And then maybe a few flavour pieces, a couple of cauldrons, that kind of stuff hanging around, right? So that's kind of the idea. What are we doing? I'm literally telling you what we're doing. If you just listen, sorry to sound nasty, but you know, just listen. Yeah. So Flourish and Blots is books. Yes. Ollivander's is wands, and then the one at the back there, I don't really know. So that's basically what I'm going to do today. Is have a look for some inspiration for Harry Potter buildings, basically that we can look at. So let's Google. And we'll bring this over. Oh, I don't want it too big. There we go. All right. So let's have a look for Diagon Alley. And I'm loosely basing these on the movie / Universal Studios, that style, you know. I'm going to wire it with lights. I've made it possible to wire it with lights. Like all the windows are open. With a view to have some sort of like frosted acetate in there. Sorry. So the possibility of lights is definitely a thing. Whether I do or not, I don't know, but it is there. You could get some little flickering LEDs or what have you. And I saw somebody ask about the. I thought somebody asked about the little hole there as well. That's so as we can connect a hanging sign that we need to design as well. Yeah, so the space is there for windows, for lights in the windows, and it is a view to do that. Whether or not I do this on the first pass or not, I don't know. Will this be 3D printed? It is 3D printed. Here it is in my hand. But yes, that's the idea, is it's going to be a 3D printed book Nook. And the squares on there are so that we can have a 3mm thing go in and hang down. Maybe print out pictures of the interiors. So, Megan, I hate that. I see a lot of people do that. They have clear windows and they just put like a picture up. And I think it looks really awful. I think it looks like a tacky dollhouse. I don't like it. I would much rather have frosted windows that just light up. That for me is the aesthetic that I prefer. But yeah, that's that anyway. So let's get these out of the way. Ollivanders and Blots. The only thing I might do actually is I might just take the door. I haven't named everything. That's awful, isn't it? I should be naming all these shapes. But I'm going to just find the door piece. Yeah, there you are. And I'm gonna duplicate you. Oh, it does this every now and again. I get this weird circle on my mouse, and I have absolutely no idea what it means. And the only way I can get rid of it is to close the program and open it again. So bear with me. Luckily, it opens pretty swift. Okay, let's try that again. So this door I want, and I'm going to duplicate it and just place it there for a minute. And then come into here, and find it. Cube 24 it is. And then place that into... Well, actually, we need to make a new group, don't we? New collection. And I'm just going to call it Shop 3 for now until we settle on something. But we'll place the Shop 3 base in there, and we'll place that new cube in there. And let's do it properly, seeing as people are watching. Let's call that door. And the reason I do that is just because I know that the scale-wise base from the door is going to be the same. We might change the door out, but for the most part, the door can stay the right size, and it works. Yeah. Frosty windows over pitch glued in. Yeah. Again, personal preference. Personal preference, but yeah. See to get rid of the circle if I remember correctly. Thank you. What is it? What does it do? It's appeared like a couple of times. Every time it appears, I'm like, what? So yes, let's have a look at Google then and see what we can do. Images. Looks like the brush select tool. Right. Okay. That kind of makes sense to me. Okay. So there are obviously there's Gringotts Bank that like the thin front of Gringotts Bank could totally work. Let's find a decent picture of it. Like, you know, here that looks like an artist's impression of it, but then the one at Universal is pretty much based off that. There you go, Gringotts Bank. So we could totally do that. Obviously, it wouldn't have the sides, you know, but that thinner idea. I want to see the picture big. Can I just see the picture big? Yeah. So that sort of, and that would be interesting as well. I think that higgledy-piggledy pillar shape. So that's definitely an option. And also, the thing I do like about that, it's very geometric, very easy to knock up in Blender for a newbie like me, right? Because it's mostly just cylinders. It's all cylinders, that all the way up, basically, right? So that's a very much a possible for that corner there. Yeah, I think that would look pretty top. The only problem with that is that if I do this mirror thing, we're going to see two of those. Well, yeah, that doesn't really work, does it? With a lot of interesting dimension with the... See, that's what I think. It would work really well, but the idea of having this, so the plan is to have this piece as a mirror here, and basically what that mirror would show is this building again. And the problem with Gringotts is because it's quite a prominent building, it would look really weird just to see that mirrored, you know. So yeah, maybe not Gringotts this time round. There always could be a version 2 of this. Of course, today I just tried myself as the day goes. Sorry, you can help. You'll be here. You'll be handy to have around. I know you can model, so you'll be handy to have around. So yeah, okay. So Gringotts is probably a no-no. So let's go back to the drawing board. So what kind of other options have we got? Let's have a look and see if we just see some generic shots of Diagon Alley. I kind of like the idea of doing a window exterior sticking out above. Why are you building Diagon Alley? Why not? 3 broomsticks? That's not in... That's a pub, isn't it? Isn't that in Hogsmeade? Madam Malkin's? Okay, let's have a look at that. Okay. Oh, yeah. So we'd have to change the shape of it because it's quite long, whereas we've only really got to be able to go up. I like the archway above the window. Above the door, excuse me. Let's have a look. Because again, like I say, it's meant to be generic Wizard Street as opposed to actually Harry Potter. So, you know, we'll change them around a little bit. Magical Menagerie. I think it looks like I've looked at that one already. Because Nicola was giving me some suggestions. Oh yeah, again, that one's just a relatively plain front. I mean, to be fair, it does kind of need to be a plain front. I like the window at the top. It's basically what we've done for Flourish and Bots, isn't it, that thing? Yeah, maybe big curved window and archway looks good. Yeah. Again, problem is it is going to be mirrored. So something a bit more generic is probably better, actually. Yeah. Okay. Well, how about we just start? How about we just start doing something? Keep that in mind. I'll throw that over here so I can see. Okay, because it really isn't that much room, you know. We haven't got that much room at all there. So, oh, I didn't mean to do that. All right, let's grab you. I'm just gonna put you roughly where you need to be. And then we can hide all of that little blocks for a bit, and we'll hide that archway. Okay, so that's it. It's a tall, thin one. This, you know. Let's just get this into place to give us an idea of what we're doing. The good thing about Diagon Alley is that you can. It doesn't matter if it's a little bit off because that all sort of adds to the charm, which is cool. So yeah. So for instance, here, like, I'm not gonna even make sure that's in the middle. Like, I'm kind of fine with it if it's a little off. So let's raise it up a little, and we'll do a higher door. I think an archway, just door and archway, and maybe a couple of little windows down the side. Maybe have curves and archways on a second model, so the sides be the sides, so they won't be. Maybe have curves and archways on a 2. And model be the sides. I'm sorry, Maxine. Have another go at that for us. I'm good. It's just a little bit. Oh, hi, Sisu. Bled a little. Bled a little. Whoa, Christ, what have I missed? First time today, why you never cut towards yourself. Oh God, I hope. Are you okay? The right fleshy part between your thumb and your index finger. Ooh, like there. Ooh. Oh, that's gonna take forever to heal as well. Oh no. Get well soon. Okay. So that's kind of where the door. Yeah, I think archway over the door, maybe some pillars, because we haven't done pillars. Yeah, let's do an archway over the door, pillars. So how do we do the inside arch? You've got to try and break it up into geometric shapes, because at the minute all I'm doing basically is putting in geometric shapes and using booleans to cut them out of each other. That is my complete scope right now of this. So okay, cylinder, cut in half to make an arch, cut that way to make an edge. Circle, put into it and cut out. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to figure it out in my head how I'm making that shape. So what I'm going to do is Ollivander's is on the grid, so it's much easier to build off of it. So I'm actually going to basically replicate what I want to go and then put it into place over here. So let's have a look. So let's add a cylinder. It's over there at the minute. It's going to have quite a few vertices because we want it to be silky smooth. That's about right. Okay. Oh, it could go a bit bigger than that actually. I think probably about that big. Okay. And then we need to rotate it on the X90. Okay. And then this needs to be lined up really. So remind myself how I do that. Object. I know this. You go 2 objects, we select them, and then we go to object, align objects. There we go, and then that's all lined up then. Okay, cool. And then we move it up. We'll move it right out of the way for now. Okay. Hanging signs and glue them on so people put them in the mirror. They aren't complete mirrors of each other too. Yeah, well, see, the cat milk, that's a great suggestion. What I was going to do is have a hanging sign stuck into the wall, but have it on one side say one thing and on the other say the other, so that when you see it in the mirror, you'll actually see the back and it'll look like 2 separate shots. Cat milk, we're on the thing. Hey John, do you Harry Potter build using Blender? Exactly. 100% is what we're doing. So we'll take a cube and we'll whack it up. This is literally going to be used for cutting something out, so it does not matter at all how big it is. There we go, and we'll that'll do. So you're going to get chopped. Are you? Yeah, you're going to get chopped. So we go to here and we add a boolean. And it's going to be chopped by that, and then do it, and then we can delete that. I'm so happy when that little things happen. It isn't helpful today, but the bits you already done be replaced for a second model by curved things so it doesn't. Right, Yes, probably. I think probably if I was to go around again, Flourish and Bots being the more plainer one would be better at the back where it's going to be mirrored. But I think we can make this work. I think we can make this still look good. So now we add a sphere. We want a UV sphere. We want it to have lovely, silky, smooth segments. So we'll make it nice and high, and then we'll make the radius come way up. There we go. Well, that needs even more, doesn't it? That's not even right. So let's do 256 and 128. I want a silky smooth. Yeah, there we go. Now I realise this is going to make the thing crawl for a bit, but there we go. Never mind. All right, let's line all that up. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Boom, 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 boom. No objects. Oh, there's those. Thank you. Let's select them that way around. I want the circle to move. Yeah, there we go. I want it to be on the X and the Z. Perfect. Okay, and then we're going to move that down the Z till it looks about right, and then we scale it down. And then we're going to pull it out on the Y. Yeah. Okay, and then we should be able to cut that out, and we get that nice interior arch. Yeah, look at that. It's like Lego. Hi, but yeah, I'm not feeling a game today, and I really need to crack on with this. Yeah. Little dormer windows. Yeah, I think we do need. Maybe we can tip the roof back on this one a little out of the dormer window. That sounds good. Okay, so let's go back to. What was it we did? What was it that this looked like? Madame Malkin's, I think it was, had a window like this, or a doorway like this. It was Madame Malkin's with a doorway like this. Okay. It's different. The AC donation menu. Yeah, I just like those images for donations. I don't really mind that it's Animal Crossing, really. I just like them. Awesome, you've come so far since the TNTK tilt. Well, that was the last thing I did. I haven't touched Blender since making that. It's pretty crazy. I just want to try and get a good picture of that, but there we go, that's a good picture. Let's do that a bit bigger. Let's have a good look at it. Like Pinterest, but I just don't get it. So, come on then, Blender folks, because I know we have a few here. If I want to start cutting into this now, to sort of extrude bits for detailing, how do I do that? I'm going to guess I extrude this face down, all these faces. So let's tab in, and I should be able to extrude that down, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so if I pull that down, so like there, and do a few. Okay, and then I should be able to. You can do a ring, right? There we go. And then we can scale that without ignoring the Z. Sorry, that one, ignoring the Z. Well, that doesn't work as how I'd like it to, but actually it's kind of cool. Only seems to go left and right. Don't really mind it at the back, but here at the front I would like it to come out a little bit. I can deal with that. If we just do that and G them. Yeah, there we go. On the Y. Oh. Yeah, there we go. So we start getting a bit of detail in. You're my favourite YouTuber. Thank you, River. You're my favourite YouTube viewer. Right, so that's that. And next, what does it have? So then, so that bit that makes sense to me, kind of. Right, this, like, all of this needs to come out this way. But I feel if I move that, it's just going to stretch a line out, isn't it? Yeah, that's not really what I want. It's not terrible. It's not really what I want. I would like to get like a little lip on there coming out, and I'm not too sure how I could do that with the pieces I've got. Would it be a case of selecting those as a loop? Can I? Yeah, so what does that select? All the way around there. So if we... No, that's right. If we do that and then deselect these... No, they're going to have to come as well, aren't they? So just deselect that. And then scale that up, but not on the... no, that's not right. Extrude it then? Okay. So can I extrude on a circle so the whole thing goes as opposed to just going up? No. let's try that again. So how about if I extrude it up a little and then scale it? Right, okay, that's a little bit more like what we wanted, isn't it? He says. Yeah. And then do I just need to do that again? And then scale it, but ignoring these X. Actually, no. Scale it just on the Y. And we're starting to get a little... No, we're starting to get a little messy now on these edges, aren't we? Right, let's forget that. Scale it on the Y inwards. Yeah, there we go. That's good. Well, that's something. It's not quite the amount of detail I would like, but I think for a first attempt, it's not horrific. So the next thing we need to do then is if we bring this down to the doorway, there's a sign. The sign is actually above the door here. So let's bring in a new box. Let's come out of here. Let's bring in a new object. So let's add a cube. Bring it up to here. Okay. Oh, no. I just want the box. Ugh. Here's one then, please, if you know Blender, because this keeps happening to me. This does, right? And it's really bothering me. They're not joins now. There's door selected here. That cube is oh no, that cube is 25, right? But why when I try and move it do they go together? What have I done? How have I linked those? I didn't mean to, but I have. So how do I unlink? I don't know how they're joined together, but that cube, look, they're not both selected, it's just that cube, but when I try and move it, it moves the door with it as well. And it's infuriating. I've tried Googling it, and I've got no idea what I'm actually Googling for. So, yeah, any ideas there? In the meantime, how are we doing, folks? What are you up to today? Are you having a good Plurms day? Any games I can play? Really, a bit of a just disheartenment with the games at the minute. I feel like we're just treading water, you know. Nothing's taking my fancy at all. Foundation's good actually, but I've got a couple of those recorded now for the next couple of days, so I didn't want to live stream because obviously the save files moved on. I'm enjoying Foundations, that's good. We've got that at least. But yeah, just I'm really struggling to get invested in stuff and stuff that I thought would do better hasn't, you know. Yeah, bit down about it all at the minute, if I'm completely honest with you folks. I'm enjoying this, which is nice, but but yeah, the gameplay at the minute is a little bit poop. I know join is Control J. Yeah, I don't want to join them though. I want to unjoin them. Satisfaction rate, yeah. Yeah, we play. I'm not really looking for game suggestions, folks. I know what's out. Boyfriend's motorcycle got stolen from his workplace. Oh god. So that's been fun. Can't believe the audacity of some people. Ugh, Megan, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, my time at Porsche was fun. Yeah, again, the problem is I tell you what it is, and it sounds awful. I kind of hate recording a video and putting it out and it getting like 800 views. That's what's doing it for me. And I know full well that anything like my time at Porsche would do that. I don't use Blender, unfortunately. Oh, never mind. Has anyone played Yonder Cloud Chronicles? I want it for my Switch. They're feeling the same to my type Porsche, which I already have. It might be. I'm really enjoying Ooblets. Yeah, I know. I'm probably going to try Ooblets again because I was enjoying it. It's just a bit of a kick in the teeth to have to do all that sort of stuff. Don't leave Sherb. Oh no, and we're gonna get back to Sherb as well. Try hitting U. Okay. Nope. I think it reverses it if you do it again. Okay, so Control J. Okay, now it is one piece, right? No mesh to unjoin. No, that's not it, because I can't select two meshes, can I? And now I've just got a big block stuck in my door. That I can't undo. Well, there goes the door then. We'll try that again. Could be the proportional editing is on. Press O to toggle it. Okay, we'll try that. But it doesn't do it all the time. That's the problem. It only does it sometimes. Okay. So anyway, we'll move this up into place. And now you are looking for suggestions, but maybe some Minecraft. It's still no. You ain't being successful with Minecraft videos unless you're huge or have already established as a Minecrafter. Yeah. Maybe a break is needed. A break would be great, but unfortunately I have bills to pay. Yeah. Oh. It takes time to win out myself to read all the work I already did. Yeah, exactly. That's all it is, really. It's just like ugh, God, can you imagine having to do all that again, you know? It's a shame. Okay, let's do some scaling on this then. So we'll scale it along the X, so it's roughly right. Let's make all this isometric. See what's going on for a second, and we'll move it across the X so it's there, and then we'll do another scale along the X. Let's come to kind of that sort of size, really. Boom, 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 boom. You guys do the print Sherb March and the Sherb model still. I don't know what the print Sherb March is, but yeah, the model's being worked on. The problem is it's a bit trickier to do because it's not sort of geometric like this. So it's being worked on, but it's not good enough to really show yet, unfortunately. Bum, 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 maybe nobody to call my own, but please turn on your magic keys to Personally, I would enjoy watching you play Minecraft. I would enjoy watching you play anything. Thank you. And like we've talked this about before, I know I have a core audience who will watch me do anything. They'll watch me sit and mess with this. But yeah. Paralyze have just revealed their male character. They actually showed what he looks like. I know that he was coming because I'm a Patreon of theirs. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, I have to do a video on this. This is the first time we saw a male. Oh look, this is exciting. I'm excited about this game. Look at that. Here he is. Sebastian. Oh, he's well there. He's fit, isn't he? Let's have a look. Okay. I'm not too sure. I'm not really a massive fan of how he looks, but obviously it's all adjustable, right? Are we going to get to see some of it? Oh, look at that. Okay. Oh. Boom, 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 boom. Oh. Eyebrows. I think the hair needs a bit of work. The stubble looks a bit blurry. But otherwise, it's kind of exciting. What's that? Oh, freckles? Okay. Well, the freckles are a bit intense. Jeez, freckles are really intense. Okay. But otherwise, take his top off. Give him chest hair. That's cool. Pilosity? Ooh, that's a good word, isn't it? Yeah. Tattoos. Very good. Nice if they're a bit more adjustable. There we go, top back on. He's got hairy chest and freckles now. Okay, that sounds pretty good. I personally I'm not a massive fan of what he looks like specifically, but the extra stuff that we're seeing there is exciting, isn't it? So what comments are like? Never clicks on a notification. Yeah, okay, we get it. You're watching the video. Come on. I'm a simple person. I see a post. I like it. Yeah, we get it. You're all great. Come on, let's have some feedback. Some 3-1. Okay. Looking forward to Paralyze. Yeah, me too. I think it's really about time that The Sims got some competition, and I'm excited. I love the art style. I think a little bit of it needs tweaking. Yeah, the looks needs a little bit tweaking there. The freckles are a bit heavy. The facial hair is a little blurry, but the customizability, which is really what you're looking at here, because obviously it's still very early access. You know, the fact that you can pick chest hair and how dark it is and colours wise and stuff, and give him bright purple chest hair if you want, all that sort of stuff is what you should be taking away from this kind of video. It's exciting to see, yeah, I mean, no, that's cool. That's cool. All the plants on the side, all the pots and pans on the shelving, Close to half the comments these days are, I love watching this and arguing about first. Yeah, we're good, really. We don't get that many firsts here on the channel, which is good. You're all a sensible. All right then. So let's do this. So this next bit should be pretty easy. We can come into tab. We can select that face, and we can press R. Oh no, we can't. We can press Shift R. No. Controller? Oh, I really could have thought I knew what I was doing here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I thought so. So we'll do them one at a time so we know we're doing them right. It's a small team there, really have come a long way. Definitely looks to be headed towards something playable. Yeah, 100%. I think it's a way off. I think it's going to be like a year before we really see much. But yeah, it's exciting stuff. Okay, so we want one up the top here that we can pull out. So we'll say there. Then we want all that again. Basically down the bottom here. Um, want that one and that one. Okay. And we're going to scale that, ignoring the Z. There we go. That gives us a nice. I'm going to scale that just on the Y as well to make sure it's a bit even. That gives us a nice bit of trim there for the name of the store. How often do you get the keys for Blender and different games mixed up? Oh, absolutely daily. Every 10 minutes I try and press something. Honestly, Journal Candy, I forget the game's controls the second I stop playing it. Right, so how about that? Let's bring it forward a little. Oops, why? Sorry. Oh, it's actually a little out. Okay, so how about? Well, it's probably going to be chopped anyway, isn't it? So yeah, no, let's bring it forward a little. Okay. Yeah, because this is going to be chopped, isn't it? So let's move that forward as well, so we know, and that gives us an idea of the shape we've got for the cylinders. Then, what's this for? I'm building a Diagon book Nook using 3D printing. Here's the first piece. So we're building a store to go in the Nook. In the Nook. Well, the build demos they showed initially, hoping the actual PowerPoint gameplay is solid. I feel like that's where the sim is extremely lacking. So that's interesting, you know, Troy, because to be honest with you, give me customizability about where I place little trinkets on countertops, and you beat it for me. Like, I don't really care. Like how the gameplay is. That's awful, but like that doesn't interest me that much. So yeah. Okay, so we're gonna move you up. Sorry, that one. So you line up properly. Let's have a good look at you. And we might as well use the same door. There's no real reason not to. I suppose we could cut windows in it. We haven't got a window door yet. Should we do that? Should we cut windows in the door? Yeah, let's cut windows in the door. Okay. So I probably could just delete the plane, but I think I've got to think about it from a 3D printing point of view. So it's going to be a bit more suitable to be doing it this way. Hey, there we go. All right. So let's scale that up. Scale it on the Z. Move it on the Z. And then scale it on the Z again. Okay. Move it right through. No. Okay, so let's scale it on the Y. Whoop. There we go. And then live chat's function again. A few people have been having issues with live chat lately. It's weird. Welcome back though. Okay, let's duplicate that on the X. There we go, and then both of those, let's duplicate them on the Z. There we go. I just had a door go and I really shouldn't have. Bear with me 1 second, folks. Sorry about that. Somebody decided he was only having a 45-minute nap. I think I've got him down for another half an hour, but we'll see. What were we saying? I've been told there's a sizable community for Sims players who simply design homes and do nothing more. A friend of mine explained how these people will kill to be able to get a 3D printed their home. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm pretty much like that. I just play. I just play about for building the places. But yeah, somebody said there's a way to get builds out of the Sims. I'd love to try printing things out. The thing is with pulling out models from games, they're not really built for 3D printing. But the problem, because most of the detail on 3D models for video games are done with things like normals and bump maps, right? Which doesn't actually hold any physical geometry. So you'd be surprised, even pretty modern titles, the actual raw model is pretty plain, doesn't print very well. Because with 3D printing, you need every single little crack. Like here, for instance, like the little bits of detail on the wood that you can see there, like that's done with sculpting. Like if you were doing this for 3D modeling, you'd do that on a bump map, right? You know, you do that on a normal map or something. So that's the big problem with video game models, is they just aren't built for 3D printing, because you need the detail to actually physically be baked into the model. Okay, so now we should have windows. Boom. You can get some wacky results on broken models. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm aware. Use displacement mapping of a normal map to produce the height. Yeah, so you can sort of bake the normal onto the model, but it's still not really built for it, you know. Okay, thin that door down a bit, I think. Yeah, that should be okay. These might sag, might have to support that a little. Okay. So far so good. Unfortunately, this little horror will not sleep. Come here then. Want to see everyone? What's that? Well, come here, Seth. They're all of your toys, yeah. Come here. Because Daddy's got to say goodbye to everybody now you're away. Because your mum's in work. Come here. Mummy's in work, isn't she? What does Mummy do at work?
This thing.
That's a thing, yeah. What does Mummy do at work? Listen, what does Mummy do at work?
The people.
She looks after sick people, doesn't she?
Daddy.
What does she drive at work? What does Mummy drive?
Turtles.
Listen, what does Mummy drive at work?
Wear a mask.
Does she does wear a mask at work, yeah. Does she drive a fire engine?
Yes.
No. What does she drive?
In the ambulance.
In the ambulance, that's right.
Oh.
Oh.
These stones?
They are stones. Daddy's picked the stones up from the beach because Daddy's going to make something with them. Because Daddy's feeling all creative right now.
I need it.
No, you don't need it. Right, seeing as you're awake and nobody else is home, that's the end of the stream today.
I lift it up.
Oh! Listen, everyone wants to say hi to you, okay? What does she drive? Daddy up the wall, yeah, exactly.
Does it?
Ah, is that your catchphrase?
Yeah.
See it again? Right. Alright, we're going to leave there then, folks. Sorry about that. Somebody decided he's having a short nap today. I'll bite you. Mwah. You say bye to everybody.
Daddy, the bigger those are peas.
Yeah, pick the stones up on the beach. Yeah, look. What's that?
Ooh, my favorite.
What is it?
My favorite.
It's your favourite?
Yeah.
What is it?
A rope.
A rope. He's got rope on him, yeah. What else has he got?
Then not a rope.
What's this on the top? What's he holding?
A rope.
And what's the rope wrapped around?
I hold the rope.
Are you holding the rope?
Mm.
Okay. Right, say bye everyone.
Bye, everyone.
You can blow kisses. Right, we'll see you soon, folks. Oh. Love you all a bit. Till the next one. Be good. Come on then, let's go and watch some Paw Patrol.